don't want to talk about the world right now. I need a moment without the world. And that's what this space is for sometimes. But it's broken. People will often say, "What are you doing about anti-Semitism at Addis?" And I'll be like, "Have you davened with us? Have you spent a Friday night, maybe a second Friday night, with hundreds of people in a room singing Hebrew words? They have no idea what they mean." I'm talking about us. Because they're Jewish words. And they've been animating us for a long, long time, and they still do. Even when we don't know what they mean, that's what we're doing a lot of the time. We're making something very old new. I want to show you two books. They're the same exact book almost. It's a Chumash, it's a book of the Torah. This one happens to be Devarim, Deuteronomy. It's called Torah Tamima. It's the book of Deuteronomy, and for every verse, Rabbi Michael Epstein attached like 3 passages of Talmud so that you could read the Torah through the eyes of the Talmud. It's a commentary on the Torah from the Talmud. So really the author just compiled passages from the Talmud 2,000 years ago and attached them to verses of the Torah so that when you read the Torah, you know what the rabbis said. I have one version. It's a very old version. It belonged to our Rebbe, Rabbi Herb Schwartz. One of the things that we, the clergy, do, Rabbi Dasa did it today, Rabbi Holtzblatt and Rabbi Krinsky and I did it last week, is right around this time we travel around to people's homes who can't leave their homes and we sound the shofar for them during the month of Elul. And we visited Rabbi Schwartz last week, who was our mentor when we started in this job as co-senior rabbis. And when he was no longer able to use this book, many of his books, he gave them to us, and we keep them in Rabbi Holtzblatt's office. It's old, which means it's really hard to use. Old books before laser printers. I mean, the printing press was the most incredible invention, but until there were laser printers. So, I love this book, this Torah Tamima. I've always loved it. I have 3 sets of the Torah Tamima. I have this one. This is mine. This is my laser printed one. This one is very easy to use. I got caught up in a loop of learning the past couple weeks. The question is some version of, if you can have something that's old or you can have something that's beautiful, what do you choose? Now, I say it's some version of that. It's because if you can have somebody sounding the shofar who's very old and can't get the sounds out versus a professional, who do you choose? Do you choose the sound or do you choose the vehicle for the sound? So if I have a book like this that's special and used by somebody who's a tzaddik, a righteous person in our lives, who animated our rabbinate, who, God, we would give anything to have him sitting next to us in a space like this. Do I use the book that he himself touched and read from and learned Torah from? That's very difficult to read. Or the beautiful new one. This halachic question, this legal question is asked over and over and over again in history. Do I take the one who delivers and their spirituality, or is it about the end product? The only time that the tradition doesn't choose the tzaddik, the elder, is for the mohel, the one who circumcises. In that case, you take the expert. When Micah walked in tonight, I saw his shoes, and I said, "Oh, you got new shoes?" And he said, "Old new shoes." He got a new pair of shoes he's been wearing for many, many, many years. When I went to get a new prescription for my glasses, I was cleaning things out in the basement, and instead of getting new frames, I took old frames with a new prescription that I think is wrong. It's not quite working. It's hard to explain to them what you need to see when you're a rabbi or clergy. I need to bring the book. Look, part of what we do, part of what makes this special, why you feel how you feel after you sing, like you sing tonight, is because we have figured out how to make that which is ancient now. Our sages, our tradition has given us the capacity to look beyond what today's world tells us is beautiful and perfect, beyond what ought to be, and to nestle ourselves into something, I don't know what the word is even, sacred. But sacred doesn't mean old and sacred. So I want us to just sort of own this moment. I think coming back after a long time and feeling something new, old, this feels very right to me, and I haven't felt it in a long time. I want us to own that feeling. You have done your act of standing against a world that is crashing down on us in too many ways tonight by just situating yourself in something ancient that you may or may not understand intellectually, but your heart, it knows that you are in the right place. And we just want to affirm for you that you are in the right place, period. Nothing else needs to be said. And if you want to come touch Rabbi Schwartz's book at the end of the service, I won't blame you, because it's holy. It is holy and unusable. We're gonna rise in body or spirit and start Mariv, Baruchu, page 39a.